Hello, ladies. It's Renee, host of the Welcome to Your Life podcast. Have you thought of recording your own podcast, but the thought of learning new technology was too frightening? I know exactly how you feel. That's how I felt until I found Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place, and it's free. You can record from your phone or your computer, and the creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll even distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere on places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many, many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Trust me, you will not regret it. You are listening to the award-winning Welcome to Your Life, Midlife Made Easier podcast. I am your host, certified health coach and yoga teacher, Renee Reed. On this show, I help midlife women up-level their self-confidence, self-care, and self-love without guilt. Because when you don't take care of yourself, the world suffers. On today's show, we are talking about how you can stop focusing on your losses and begin to celebrate your wins. Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the award-winning Welcome to Your Life, Midlife Made Easier podcast. I'm so happy to have you here. Is anyone besides me happy that the election is over? I mean, except for that guy sitting in the White House who's trying to overturn everything. We can all take a deep sigh of relief and breathe, right? So today's episode is called Kamala is Calling. Will you answer? And you know, I, like so many Americans, celebrated all through my house when they called the election for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. This has been the most intense election cycle that I have ever experienced, and I have been voting since 1978. I was very glad to see it come to an end. And as the news outlets proclaimed the dynamic duo the winner, I watched interview after interview. Parents of young children and young college students all extolled what this historic election meant to them. And while I have to say I am ecstatic, over the moon, that my grandsons will see someone who looks like them in the White House again, I found myself thinking about what it would mean to have a woman in midlife become the most powerful woman in our country, in the world. And I got even more excited. Not only did she shatter the glass ceiling, but Kamala crushed all of our excuses. You know, too often in my coaching practice, I meet women in midlife who have given up on themselves and on their dreams. They are focused on their losses. And they genuinely believe that the life they have is all they are entitled to. And it is simply not true. Kamala's election proves to us that we can continue to dream and fight for ourselves after 50. We still have a future, ladies. But many of us are so committed to living in our past that we end up living our lives backwards. I'm going to say that again because it was profound. Many of us are so committed to living in our past that we end up living our lives backwards. That has to end. It's time to stop focusing on our losses and start celebrating our wins. I believe that her election is a wake-up call for all of us midlife women to reawaken to the possibility of creating the life we want. So my question to you is, will you answer the call? Will you dust off those dreams and recalibrate them so that they can become the foundation for your new future? Now, I have to be honest with you. This year has been gross. It has been hard. It has been troubling. It has attacked and stretched every ounce of faith that I have. And so I had to check myself. I have found myself crossing off goals this year and labeling them as impossible to achieve. Mentally, I was drained and unresponsive. But this election result has reignited a fire in me, and I hope it does the same for you. The world may have written us off as obsolete, but what they don't realize is that we are the classic models that never go out of style. There is someone out there waiting for you to become the woman you were called to be. My grandmother Leona used to tell me that all the time. And I used to think, who's waiting for me? I'm nobody. But the truth of the matter is, ladies, that there are souls tied to our dreams, and we may never meet them, but they will find us. And as our life changes, we will give them the power to change theirs. Look at Kamala. She did what no one in this country believed was possible. I think, in my humble opinion, that we should let her success be our beacon until we are strong enough to become our own. I want you to know that you have the power to create the life you want to live. Our families, our communities, the world is looking to us to be the light on the hill. I believe in you. I believe in us. It is time that we stop focusing on our losses and start celebrating our wins. Kamala is calling. Will you answer? Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to subscribe. We'd love to have you in the family. And be sure to click the link in the show notes or head over to www.welcometoyourlifelivefree.com/freebie and download the ultimate guide, Beating the Midlife Slump, 10 strategies to boost your self-confidence, self-love, and self-care. In this free guide, I share 10 simple to implement strategies that will take you from frumpy to fabulous, from invisible to invincible. I promise you will feel fantastic without starting another crazy diet. Midlife is your time to shine. Download your free copy today. I will talk to you guys soon. Remember, you are stronger than you give yourself credit and more blessed than you know. Bye for now.